Hey, good morning. Time for chair yoga. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think we got everything set as we need to. So, for those of you that I don't know, my name's Jen, and all you need is a really simple chair. So, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I've just got this little folding chair. You're going to notice I have shoes on, athletic shoes. And so I recommend that, especially if you don't really have a personal yoga practice, or if you have any issues with your feet. And plus, I don't know what surface you're working on. So bare feet can sometimes slip on carpet or just tile floor or whatever. So kind of a safety issue also is to have the feet covered in shoes so that you're protected that way. So I just need to make sure. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay, so I always start my classes chanting 3 ohms. Ohms. Okay. And so I'll invite you to join me, but if you're not comfortable with that, that's fine. Just kind of listen to the sound, and really what it does is it helps us to kind of flip a switch, okay? Helps us to flip that switch from whatever it is that you were just doing and involved in to getting ready to focus and concentrate on what you're about to do right now, okay, in your yoga practice. So just go ahead and sit comfortably but tall in your chair. So the feet are flat on the floor. I want to draw attention to the bones, those 2 little bones that are pushing down into your chair seat. We call those sit bones because you're sitting on top of them, okay? So identify where the bones are on the seat and then lift the spine up from there. So adjust your posture, all right? So that you're sitting up nice and tall. Now, shoulders. Let's squeeze those shoulders up to the ears. Pull the shoulders back and then set the shoulders down. And do that again. Lift the shoulders up, set the shoulders back, and then drop the shoulders down. Okay, this is Mac, he's my dog. He's definitely interested in what I'm doing today, so that's okay. He won't get in the way. So with that tall posture, now pull your stomach in. Think about the space right below your belly button. Pull it in. Use that muscle to just engage that area and just try to keep it in there. Now you can do that and still breathe and talk and have a natural respiration during that whole time, but it just helps to give your lower back a little bit more support as you're sitting up. Okay, so just working on some nice tall seated posture here. So then take your head side to side, just gently one way and then the other way, and then bring your head right back up to center, and think of your head, your spine, your cervical spine in the center line, midline. Okay, and then we'll take the palms together. So gentle pressure between your 2 hands. Drop your chin down slightly. I'll invite you to close your eyes, but if you're not comfortable with that, just look down at the floor. Maybe half close the eyes, okay? If the eyes are closed, let your eyes feel soft. Let your eyelids feel heavy. Exhale and empty out any air in your lungs, and then take a big inhale through the nose. And then release the hands, and if eyes are closed, let those eyes open up. Okay, great. So we'll get going with our practice today. We'll be working a lot on the neck and the shoulders. Very common area for us to hold tension naturally. Plus, I don't know what you're doing these days. Spring is here, maybe a little gardening, just probably yard work, chores, maybe golfing, I don't know. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You will acquire tension in the neck and the shoulder. So we're going to work through some of that this morning. So what I'll have you do is scoot forward on your chair seat. So come to kind of like the front edge of your chair seat, and then once again, adjust your posture. Sit up nice and tall, okay? And then once you feel like you're sitting up as tall as you possibly can, slouch and get lazy and just kind of, you know, relax in that posture so you feel the difference between a strong, tall upper body, okay, and a relaxed, kind of slouchy, lazy posture, right? So sitting tall, pull that stomach in again, lift the chest, let those shoulders roll back and down, right? So these next exercises may look a little funny, but they're really great to just help to strengthen up the neck, okay? So the first thing that we'll do, watch me first because you won't be able to see me when your eyes are covered, is you'll take the heels of your hands, okay, and then take them to the forehead. So it looks like this. The heels of the hands are at your forehead. Your elbows are forward, right? And just as you pressed your two hands together earlier, you're going to press the heel of the hand into the forehead and let the forehead press into the heel of the hand. Okay, so just a little pressure between your head and your hands. So hold that posture. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Release, right? So that helps to strengthen up those neck muscles. The next one looks like this. You'll take your fingers behind your head, okay? They're just resting kind of like on that big bone back there. Press the fingers into the head. Let your elbows reach out to the side. Let your head press into your fingers. So this is known as isometric action, when you're trying to put equal pressure between the two pieces of your body, hands into head, head into hands. Okay, a little pressure, pressure, pressure. Don't be too aggressive. Notice your level of effort, if this makes sense. Or if you're trying too hard, if you're pressing too hard, then go ahead and release. Okay, the next one, what you'll do is you'll take your hand, fingers are together, thumb is out to the side. I'm gonna turn my body so that you can see a little bit better. You'll take the fingers above the ear and let your thumb come around the bottom of the ear, okay? And same idea, elbow is forward, just a little pressure into the head. Let the head press into the hand. Just some pressure there. Building strength, okay, in those neck muscles. Now try to keep that stomach pulled in. Try to keep your posture tall, the chest up, the shoulders low, and then go ahead and release. Take it to the other side, fingers together, thumb out, little pressure in the side of the head. Your head's vertical, okay, so try not to tip your head over one side or the other. Try to keep that head as vertical as you can. Try to keep your elbow pointing forward. Okay, great, and then go ahead and release. Okay, now we'll try to do a little twist to the cervical spine, twist to the neck. So sitting up nice and tall, first we'll just take a full upper body twist. So put your brain to your belly button again, start to rotate to the left with your stomach, your ribs, your shoulders. Hang on to your chair, hang on to your legs, and just sit tall and turn your torso in this direction. So feet are still flat. Take a nice big inhale breath. Lift that spine even higher. Exhale, twist just a little deeper. And then unwind back to the center. Take it over to the other side. So belly, ribs, shoulders. Okay, maybe you can turn the head to look over. Use the isometric action now on the leg, on the chair to squeeze against it. So you can rotate that torso around. And then unwind again back to center. Now we'll take that again and this time add a little bit of more of a rotation for the neck and the top of the shoulders. So rotate again, belly, ribs, nice and slow. Shoulders, get your good points on the leg and on the chair to kind of press against. Okay, inhale, lift that chest and spine. Exhale, squeeze just a little deeper and leave your shoulders in this direction. Turn just the head to look forward. So head only comes to look forward. And then now tuck your chin closer to your shoulder. You're gonna feel this in the base of the neck and the top of the shoulders. And then release the head, look up, release that twist, come back to center, we'll take it to the other side. So when you rotate, I want you to think about starting from a low position, as low as you possibly can. If you've got flesh here, excess flesh, help it along, bring the belly, bring your ribs, bring your shoulders around, okay? Sit tall, get up as tall as you can. Relax through the top of the shoulders, relax through the neck, and then turn the head, look forward, tuck that chin down low. Notice where there's tension, where there's tightness. Try to put your attention there, your mind there, and let it go. Use your exhale breath to release that tension, release that tightness. And then release the head, release the torso back to center. Okay, cool. Now, we're forward on the chair seat, so there's space between you and the back of the chair. Take your hands someplace, whether it's the frame of the chair, the seat of the chair, someplace behind, your hands are behind the shoulders, okay? So now roll to the front of those sit bones. Kind of move your stomach forward, move your chest up, okay? Roll those shoulders back. This is a bit of a back bend, a bit of a back arch. And then maybe we lift that chin, maybe not. Decide what's right, again, for your neck and your head. You don't want to add tension or tightness to that area. So if lifting the chin makes you tense up, just leave it forward, okay? A lot of times that's what happens to me. So think about lifting up away from the chair seat, but you're supported by the chair seat, okay? You're sitting on it. Your arms are solid. And then bring head back to center, okay? Roll the shoulders into a neutral position. And we'll try something a little bit different this morning that we haven't done yet. Again, hang on to the chair seat solid. Solid, solid, solid. What I'll have you do is walk your feet forward slightly. See if you can lift or slide your bottom away from the chair seat. Okay, so you're holding yourself up. I'm actually going to turn my chair so that you can see this a little bit better from a side view. Okay. So nice, solid support from the chair. Okay, I'm hanging on someplace. Walk your feet forward. Maybe we pick that bottom up. Maybe we shift the weight forward. So you'll feel this through the shoulders big time here. Pull your stomach in, right? And then slide back. Okay, so we'll just do that a couple more times. This is known as kind of like a reverse table. If you're able to lift that belly up any higher, go ahead and do that. Set back down. Okay, take a break. As a matter of fact, let's roll those shoulders. Ease out any tension. Nice little shoulder rolls. Up, back, and down. And then try it again. So get a solid hold on your chair seat. Go ahead and walk those feet out. Lift the bottom up. Maybe we shift weight forward. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we raise the stomach a little higher. Maybe not. Right? And then go ahead and release. Okay, now if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you can take your feet out even farther, even longer, right? So it's almost like a reverse plank, okay, to where legs are straight. So you can squeeze those legs together, lift the seat away from the chair, really dig into the shoulders. Maybe we tip the head back, maybe not, right? And then release. Let that bottom slide on back. Okay, good job. Roll the shoulders again. Nice, slow shoulder rolls. I will turn my chair back around so you can see me. Straight forward, okay? Roll, roll, roll. And then let those shoulders relax. Reach one arm out, shoulder height. Hold on gently with the other arm and then just draw it across your body like a diagonal line. All right, now notice if that lifted arm, if the shoulder's lifting up, we don't want to do that. You want to keep it nice and low and let your arm stretch long, okay? So maybe it only gets this far. That's okay, right? You got to be careful with the shoulder area. Maybe you can reach a little farther. You tune in to what your body is willing to do today. That's one of the main things that I think is so wonderful about yoga is that you truly get to know yourself, okay? And every day is kind of a different story. We've got a lot of things that are routine and mundane and consistent, but there's also so much that we don't know about ourselves, and we're the ones that we can control and improve and change, right? We have no control over anybody else but ourselves, truly. So lengthening out that arm, maybe even stretching through the fingertips, okay? Making sure that upper shoulder stays nice and low, feels good. And then go ahead and release. And so lastly, we'll take an eagle pose arms for our shoulders. Bring your feet in as close as you're able to. For me, this, my legs touch as well. So I'm gonna act like I'm zipping, like I'm squeezing my two legs together, like I'm zipping them up. Okay, sitting tall, pull that stomach in, right? So we're already working before we're, even in this seated position, you're working. Muscles are working, legs are squeezing, stomach's in tight. Reach the arms out wide. Let's cross right elbow over left elbow. Okay, so you're gonna try to go elbow to elbow and then take hands to shoulders. Once hands are at shoulders, raise the elbows up so that they're not caving in towards your chest. Okay, we want the elbows kind of, or the arms parallel to the floor. You could stay here, perfectly fine to stay in this position. Keep pressing the feet into the floor. Keep squeezing those legs together, pulling that stomach in. And then from there, if you want to add on, you can reach the lower arms up. Okay, you could press the backs of the hands together. You might be able to wind the palms of the hands around each other. This is the final expression of the posture. But if your arms aren't going to do this, if you're all, straining to make that happen, stay here, okay? Just stay here. It's fine. It's good. You will get the benefit just as much in this position. Now unwind, relax your legs, relax your stomach, reach even past center if you're able to, and then let your arms relax. Okay, other side, feet are flat, squeeze those legs in, pull the stomach in, pull that belly button in. Reach the arms out wide. This time, right elbow under left, hands to shoulders. Elbows are lifted, chin is low. Squeeze, 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 pull that belly in. And then if you want to take the other expressions, you could go here, you could go here. But unless you have those hands really kind of pressing, the palms pressing together, just don't. Just back off. Dial it back. You've got all the time in the world to achieve that piece of the posture. And I see UPS just pulled up. Reach out wide a little past center and down. So you will hear some barking, okay? We're getting a package, of course, delivered right now. And then go ahead and stand up, all right? So stand up, step behind your chair. Next posture is a halfway forward fold. So once again, I'll turn my chair so you can see how this looks, the shape that your body will make. So you can hang on to the top of the chair back. I'm gonna let, UPS just came, so he's gonna wanna go out. Okay, hands here. Step your feet, rock your feet back until your back gets flat. Feet are hip width apart, okay? So the back is reaching long, arms are reaching long, feet are hip width apart, press your feet down, hug your kneecaps up, shift your hips to the wall behind you, and just feel like you're long through the torso and the arms. Half forward, forward, fold. Pull that stomach in. Belly's in nice and tight. Legs are tight. Nice length through the armpits, stimulating those shoulders again, and then go ahead and release. Come all the way back up. Right. Now step your feet wide. We'll get into a few standing postures here as well. Turn your left toes out to the side. Keep your right toes forward. Okay, warrior two. So bend that front leg. Hang on to your chair if you need to. I'm going to move it to the side just so you can see my bent leg. We want to park that knee over top of the ankle. Your back leg is long and straight, and sink your torso down low. Hang on to your chair if you need to. Pull that stomach in, lift your torso, reach those arms out wide. Warrior two. Now turn and gaze past the fingertips on that left side. So you're digging into the left side. Keep pulling up through this right leg. Lift, lift, lift. Don't let it slack off. It's got to do just as much work as the other. And then go ahead and release the legs, release the arms. I'm going to bring my chair back. Couple more adjustments, or let's say we'll refine the posture. As your left toe or left foot points out this way, take a little look and see, is the heel of that left foot should be in line with the arch of the right foot. Okay, so stand tall. We'll do a couple more modifications here with this warrior two. So bend. Let's find those warrior two legs, right? Try not to lean too far forward. Keep your torso in the center. Reach those arms out wide, right? Back leg is lifting, working nice and strong, okay? Now we'll try to reverse this warrior. So what happens is you turn the palm of the hand up on that left side, and then act like you're kind of making an arch. You're gonna reach that arm up and back. Right arm can go to the leg or to the chair, right? So you're gonna lift, 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 big stretch through the torso here. No change in the legs. One leg bent, one leg straight. Breathe, and then leave the legs, bring the arms back to a T, two straight arms, and release, okay? So turn that foot forward. We'll take those two postures on the other side. Warrior two and reverse warrior. So now you're trying to make sure you can see both of my feet. Right toes point out to the side, left toes point forward. Find your legs, find your warrior two legs. So nice deep bend in that front leg, solid, strong, straight back leg, belly's in, chest is up, shoulders low, arms reach out, turn and gaze. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Release the arms, release those legs, okay? Again, do a little check of the alignment of your feet, right? Heel in line with arch, okay? And then we'll reverse the warrior. So bending, lifting, reaching wide, belly's in tight. Turn the palm of the hand up on that right side. Make a little arch. Come up and over, hang on to the back leg or hang on to the chair. Legs don't change. Big stretch through the torso. Chin is tucked down low. And then back to warrior two, two straight arms. Release the legs, release the arms, turn that foot forward. Big step together. Big step together. Okay, great. Go ahead and stand now to the front of the chair. Okay, let's take your left foot. Place it between those two chair legs. Okay, that makes sure that we know that the chair's in the right spot. Step your right foot out. A little closer. I'm going to back up so you can see, hopefully see both feet. Triangle pose. So two straight legs this time. Stand tall, stomach's in, arms out like a T. This time, rotate your right hip forward. A little rotation there. Extend sideways, left hand down, right hand up, two straight arms. Okay, two straight arms. Push your feet down, squeeze those leg muscles, tighten them up. Pull your belly in, reach with your right hand. Straight up in the air. Chest is wide open, shoulders are stacked. Now, eliminate that top hand, okay? You know your shoulders are right on top of each other. If you're able to, you can let your hand rest on your hip. You could slide your hand behind your back, right? Now lift up through that right shoulder. Again, working through tension in the neck and the top of the shoulders. You could tuck your chin into your chest. You could look at the big toe on that left side and tuck your chin into your chest. Keep reaching up through that right shoulder. Pull the belly in, inhale, reach the arm up, and then from those core muscles, come back to standing, okay? Turn your foot forward and switch. So we'll take this to the other side. Move myself around here. The foot is between your two chair legs. Step out as wide as you're able to, okay? So right toes point to the side, left toes point forward. Tighten up your legs, push your feet down, pull your belly in. Nice, strong stance here, long arms. Shift now the left hip, roll it forward just a bit. Extend sideways, hand to the chair, reaching opposite direction. Fingertips, every finger lifting up, okay? Every finger. Final expression of this posture has us looking up at those hands, but we're not going to do that today. You could tuck your chin in here. Okay, I can see I'm not quite vertical. There we go. And then relax that top arm, either to the hip or slide the back of your hand behind your back. All right, now think left shoulder up to the ceiling, up to the sky. Tuck your chin in towards your chest or turn and rotate the head to look at the foot. Move your chin in towards your throat. Keep lifting up through that left shoulder. And then pull that belly in, inhale and reach up first. Press the feet down all the way back to center, and then relax your hands, turn your foot forward, big step together. Okay, awesome. So since we have worked the shoulder area, little more work to be done there. Again, I'm turning my chair, but you don't have to. That's not exactly necessary. Just do whatever you need to do to face me, to watch me. So we'll come to the chair seat with the hands. Now, hands are about shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart. So similar to what you did earlier, flatten out that back, okay? Half forward fold. Push your feet down, lift those kneecaps, pull that belly in. Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. If you know you can take your head lower than your heart, step your feet back for downward facing dog. So feet are still hip widths apart, but the head goes lower, right? Arms are straight, fingers pushing down into that chair. Every knuckle, let's say, the soft part of your hands. Kneecaps are lifted. Try not to shove your chest to the floor. That's not what we're going for here. We're trying to push the hands down, push the feet down, and then lift everything up. Make the bones lift up. Make the muscles lift up and stretch long. And then go ahead and shift the weight forward, come toward the chair stand all the way up. Okay, next one gets in a little more ab work, and you will again stimulate the shoulders, okay? So this is, I don't even know if there's a name, an official yoga pose name for this or not, but it does help with just kind of getting your core fired up. So similar position to downward facing dog. This time you'll pick one of the legs up. You'll kind of stretch it behind, and then exhale and shift your weight forward. See if you can bring your knee toward that chair and then step it back. Okay, I'll do that on the other side. Lift the foot up, reach it back. Exhale, knee towards the chair, and then step that leg back. Okay, so inhale, lift and reach back. Exhale, bend, shift forward. Inhale, reach back, and exhale, set the foot down. Other side, inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach that leg back and set the foot down. A couple more times each side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen out the leg and set that foot down. Long legs, strong legs, and you'll notice we're not moving super fast. It's very slow and controlled movements. One more time each side. And if you have to hang on to the chair, that's fine too. If you're finding your wrists are talking to you, are giving some feedback, just hang on to the chair as well. Okay, great. Now go ahead and step forward, plant those feet, reach your arms all the way up. Big inhale breath. Let's take the palms of the hands together, and then exhale, slowly draw the hands down to the heart. All right, so a lot of work here, a lot of work in this area today. Another little stretch that's very nice is if you're able to come onto the knees, all right, and if you've got sensitive knees, probably should have mentioned, you can always like kneel on top of a blanket or some other little cushion, okay? What you'll do is you'll take your forearm to the chair seat and then stack your other forearm on top and then rest your head, your forehead, and then walk your knees back slightly, okay? So this is a little bit of pressure through the shoulders, but we want to feel like the spine is long. So rather than going low, the goal isn't to move the chest to the floor. Pull that stomach in. Keep the front of your torso very tight and compact, and just lengthen out the spine. Lengthen out the spine, lengthen out the spine. Imagine your tailbone is stretching back to the wall behind you. And then lift the head. Go ahead and release that side and switch the layering of your arms. So one forearm down, the other one on top, head's there, and then lengthen the spine. Belly's in nice and tight. Long spine. And then go ahead and lift the head, release the arms. And so this is also another opportunity, since we're kind of on the floor, just to practice standing up, okay? You know, that God forbid, as you age, you know, falls happen, things occur. And if you go down, you need to make sure that you can get back up, right? So the chair's here. If you need to hang on to the chair, go ahead and do that to come back up. If you want to give yourself a little test, see if you can bring one foot forward, curl the toes under on the opposite side, maybe support yourself with that leg and stand without any assistance. That's kind of a test. Maybe I'll do the balance test. I should do it. Maybe next week I'll do that. But there's, you know, some schools of thought that gauge your physical abilities based on how you can get up and down off the floor, okay? If you can do it no-handed, how much support you need, that type of thing. So now go ahead and sit back down in your chair. Okay. We'll take and hug those shoulders up, pull them back, set them down, reach for the chair seat, or sorry, the frame of the chair, wherever, whatever you can hang on to, and hinge forward. Tuck your chin. Tuck your chin. Feel length through the arms, through the shoulders. Pull that stomach in. Push your bottom down. Feel length in your spine, all the way from the base of your spine up through the neck. Long, long, long space between those vertebrae. Lengthen the shoulders. Lengthen the neck. And then go ahead and release, okay? Release the hands. Tip the head over to the right. If it's accessible, take your hand to the top of the head, just a little extra pressure there, really stretching out the side of the neck. And then release the hand, release the head, bring it back to center. Rotate those shoulders. Little more rotation there. Let the shoulders sit down low. Tip the head over to the other side. So think of your ear moving toward your shoulder, right? Notice if your chin is sticking up. We don't want the neck to be long. We want the neck to be long on the side, okay? And then again, if you want a little extra, bring your hand up. And just use the weight of your hand. You don't have to push or pull on your head by any means. Notice, once again, try not to be too aggressive. And then release the hand, release the head. Keep your right leg bent, straighten out that left leg. Heel down, toes up, sit tall, reach for the back of the chair. Hinge yourself forward. Chin comes into chest, long spine. If you'd like a little more challenge, you can release the chair, take the hands to the straight leg, the left leg, and just slide your fingers down. Okay. Just noticing how far you go. Make sure you keep planting your seat into that chair, your bottom into that chair seat. Maybe you can get to the foot, maybe not. It honestly does not matter, okay? What are you experiencing? What are you feeling in your body? Okay. You're releasing tension. You're releasing tightness. Chin moves towards the chest. Now press into the bottom of that right foot. Pull your belly in and hinge all the way back up and switch those legs around. Okay? Heel down, toes up. Reach for the frame of the chair or hang on someplace, and then hinge your torso forward. Chin comes in towards the chest. And so you can stay here too if this is like enough. If you notice like a major stretch in the back of that right leg, just stay here. It's fine. If you have a little bit more flexibility already developed, take the hands to the leg. See if you might be able to reach just a little farther. Tuck that chin in. If getting to the foot doesn't make you a better person. It's always great to have the goal, okay? But it's not about the pose. It's not about the posture. It's about your experience in it. Okay, so that experience is your teacher. I'm the guide. Pull the belly in, release the torso all the way back up. And it's time for Shavasana. So Shavasana is our corpse pose. It's our last pose. It is the posture to help us kind of take everything that we've done for our body and kind of seal it in there, like hit and save on your computer, okay? And it's a nice opportunity just to kind of tune out to everything that's going on and tune into the piece that's inside of you. I'll recommend also at this point, if you do have music or the TV or anything going on, even maybe you might want to silence your phone or your watch so you don't get disturbed, okay? So you can sit comfortably in your chair seat. We want to make sure that the feet are flat on the floor and that your posture's tall, but you're definitely more relaxed at this point. You can lean against the back of your chair. Take the hands to the top of the thighs. Let's take that head side to side again. If it's appropriate, actually it feels pretty good since we did all that shoulder stuff, just take a couple little circles with the head one direction. Maybe circle that head around or do a half circle. And then eventually just find yourself back to midline, back to center line with the head, okay? Tuck that chin down slightly, and I'll invite you to close your eyes here. And if that's not comfortable, then just kind of find a spot on the floor to look at. You don't really need to watch me at this point. Just listening to the sound of my voice is fine. If the eyes are closed, then let your eyes feel heavy. The eyelids feel heavy, like a heavy blanket, a curtain, a wet washcloth. Maybe you want to imagine a warm washcloth across the forehead, across the face. Okay, so your skin softens. Soften the skin around your eyes. Soften the skin around across your forehead. Right? Let your lower jaw relax. Swallow. Let your tongue rest on the floor of your mouth. Take an exhale breath and another big inhale. Nice deep inhale breath, and then open mouth exhale. Sigh that air out. One more inhale through the nose. Long sigh out the mouth. Letting that air go. Just let it all out, push it out, and then last time in through the nose. Sigh. Long, slow sigh. Letting it go. Notice what you still see. Notice what you still hear or smell, if there's a taste in your mouth. Notice how it feels to touch the chair, the floor, your legs, the air. What your 5 senses are drawing in. Now give those senses a break. They service you so well all day long. Relaxing the senses, come back to your breath. Just the natural flow of air moving in and out of the body. Natural flow of air, in and out. Trying to become so focused on this breath like it's the most important thing you have to think about right now. And other thoughts will come into your mind. That will happen. Choose your breath. Choose this energy, the prana that flows through you. The breath of life. Feel it move in through the nose and the throat. Maybe you can notice the chest lift and fall. And now thinking about that exhale. Focusing on the exhale, releasing the carbon dioxide, releasing any other toxins like fear, worry, overwhelm, stress, anger. Let it go. Release it on that exhale. And now switching your attention to the inhale breath, filling up with oxygen, filling up with all that is good, health. Fill up with health. Receive it on that inhale breath. Happiness. Take a deep, full breath of happiness from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Breathe it in. Receive on that inhale breath hope, clarity, patience, compassion, gratitude, love. Fill up with love. You are surrounded by an infinite supply. And now, moving beyond that breath, just sit quietly for a moment longer, noticing the stillness that you're experiencing. And let there be peace in that stillness. Welcome a sense of peace. It's there, waiting for your attention. And you can always return to it anytime. Just need to make the effort. So now begin to move slowly, and whatever feels natural to you is just fine. Start to move around a little bit, wake up that body. If the eyes are closed, blink the eyes until eyes are opened once again. And then we'll end our practice by taking the palms of the hands together right at the center of the heart. Okay, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to do this for you. Okay, I'm doing this for you, and for all of us, right? The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. So thanks again, everybody. My kids' classes are going to be on Thursday mornings at 11 o'clock. So if you have any children in your life that you think might benefit from a yoga class or just want to try it out, I'd love to have some more people viewing those also. Everything's on the Facebook page, or will be later today. And yeah, I hope you all are doing great, and can't wait till we can be together again. So have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. Thank you.